See, like, it's easy for you to put the mask on when we're on our first date. It's easy for you to have the mask on when we're going on maybe a 2-day trip or whatever.
Honeymoon phase.
Those bad habits, those bad tendencies are going to rear their ugly head as soon as there's a disagreement, an argument, maybe some situation occurs where we didn't expect it. Like, that masculine energy is going to come out at some point because it's within you. It's who you are. It's a part of your personality. You're an A-type personality. You can't turn it off. You just can't.
So do you think you have to like choose like one or the other? Like, because literally no other sense.
This is how it goes.
You're choosing one or the other.
If you want a man that's hyper masculine and dominant, the guy that you want that can tell you shut up and is attractive and is going to handle all the bills, etc., he's not going to tolerate a woman that tries to question him. Period.
Shut up.
I don't negotiate, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I tell my significant others, right, my ladies, right, I don't negotiate with y'all. I don't have discussions with my girls. This is what the fuck it is. Period. I'm not gonna argue with you. This is what it is, and they respect me for it, and they're attracted to it. I don't negotiate with women. Period, because I don't think women are on the same level when it comes to decision-making skills, when it comes to rationality, when it comes to an ability to assess the real world for what the fuck it really is. Because men live a vastly different reality than women do. Right? Are there some women that are aware of it to some degree? Yes, maybe women in the military, right, that might be aware of the brutality and the savageness of the real world. But in general, a lot of women are coddled from real world situations, okay, to a degree. And I'm talking about the real world where being the threat of violence is very real from random people, etc. And for all the women out there, oh no, women are victims of violence too. Men are 5 times as likely to be victims of violence than women are. But I say all that to say this. Men and women aren't equal, and women respect men that acknowledge this uncomfortable biological fact. You don't want to equal. None of y'all do. All of you said you want a leader. Ta-da, done. That means you do not want to equal, you know? But I think it's interesting how girls say, on one end, I want to chase a career. I want to be successful. I want a man. I want to be my partner. But this guy has more money than you, has more status than you, has more competency than you, stronger than you, is taller than you. Oh, look, he's all the way up here. But he's supposed to treat this as an equal partnership? I see a big disparity here visually. This doesn't make sense.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we're getting towards that territory of, does she raise the kids and do all the housework? And so it's like that age-old question.
Yes, because if I lined up 100 women and I told them, you could be with that guy, he's going to take care of you, he's going to make all the decisions, etc. You just take care of the kids and be pretty, 90% of the women are going to take that. You can have your little side business on the side, etc. Most women will take that. So since most women will take that, I can argue that there's a natural proclivity for women to want to be in a subordinate position to a man.
Sure.
So I would agree on that. I would do the same thing if someone offered that to me.
And here's the other thing too. Think about this. I work my ass off. I get to this level, and there's this disparity. You really think I'm gonna that we're an equal, or like this equal partnership, or I'm gonna negotiate with you? That's ridiculous.
Now, on a human level, we are equal, but dating wise, and I want to say mating wise, we're not. However, you mentioned happiness earlier, right? So guess what? If you're actually happy, if you meet a man that's actually going to be into you and take care of you, what's his first priority?
His first priority?
Yeah.
I have not met that man, so I couldn't tell you.
See, notice how you don't know what men actually want or what their priorities are.
No, I'm
so as a result, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be obviously work, God first, then your happiness is next. Okay. So it's kind of like by default, he's going to make you happy because he loves you.
Sure.
So it's going to come regardless. But you got to find that man first and give him what he wants as well.
He can't make me happy. I have to make me happy. He can add to that. I would hope he would.
Well, you're happy making him happy, and vice versa.
No, I'm happy fulfilling my purpose. And not everybody has a purpose that they need to fulfill.
See,
some people have careers.
because remember, he's leading you to the promised land.
But what about the part of life where there is nobody leading me and I have to lead myself?
No,
am I leading myself into the gutter?
And we're guiding
each other through that. You can have your career, have your job, have a stable foundation, because you're by yourself. When you meet that man and you want to keep him, what's your priority?
Oh, sure. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'll also say this. The women that I've noticed are the most happiest and the most fulfilled typically have a strong man who's masculine, dominant, etc. They have children, and they understand, and their happiness a lot of times stems from serving their man. I genuinely believe that women fall in love with men through acts of servitude. Women are here to serve men, make their life easier, and if they don't do that, their liability needs to be kicked to the streets. So as a female, and I know this might be misogynist, blah, blah, blah. All I'm doing is talking about traditional gender roles that have existed since the beginning of time that affords the society that we live in. And I think this is what women naturally want, but they put up this front like I'm strong and I'm a dominant and I'm aggressive, etc. But then they cry themselves asleep at night because they don't have a man. So my thing is that women need to serve a man that they love, admire, and respect and then they're gonna feel fulfilled. But when they're with a loser,
yes,
then they get angry because they're like, "What the fuck am I doing? I'm wasting time. I'm wasting my potential, etc. I'm not with the right guy." But then you got to ask yourself, who picks the guy?
Yeah. And to be fair, most guys nowadays are not up to par, so they're not even on a level to say, you know what, I'm a leader. But
that's exactly right.
You choose them because they look good. They might smash you good. They might even promise you the promised land, but they're capping. So it's not your fault. Just saying.